What's up, everybody? So today's video request: how to escape the system. It's not easy. It's almost impossible, but it is probably possible. There's a lot of people that try and live off the grid. Now, not everyone's gonna want to do that. Me personally, I don't know if I would want to do that because it won't be easy. Life itself ain't easy, and that's even harder. The only way I could see it is moving into the woods or something and just trying to survive on your own, which is what some people do. Just like, for example, the show Naked and Afraid, where they try and survive. It's all survival. They look for food, things that's going to help them survive and shit. But I don't find that to be fun or enjoyable. It's like how I look at it as you're just twisted, by the balls either way. You're darned if you work, you're darned if you go off the grid. But some people may not mind going off the grid. Everyone's different. If you're a person that wants to go off the grid and feels they have a better chance doing that, go for it, I guess. That's all I can say. But unfortunately, it's just not an easy way. It's just truly hard to escape. Now, there could be things that could help you, like, for example, winning the lottery, which is pretty much impossible. But if you would win the lottery, you could probably escape the society. That would be one way to escape the system. Another way is if you become really successful at YouTube, if you enjoy making YouTube videos, whatever type of content, whether it's gaming, ranting, vlogging, whatever the hell, and that, let's say, succeeds, then that's another good way to escape the system, because you have all the time in the world. You can make a video wherever you want. You could be in the comfort of your house, the comfort of your car, almost like with my situation. But unfortunately, I'm not a successful YouTuber where I'm making tons and tons of money where I could say this is helping me make a living. That unfortunately is not the case. I don't know if it'll ever be the case, but if that were to be the case, yeah, then that would help me escape the system where I don't have to worry about being a 9-to-5 sucker like everyone else. But that's one way of doing it. But it's just, the thing that sucks is we don't have a lot of options. It's just hard. A lot of people say, for example, be your own boss, which is another word of saying don't work for a boss, be the one in charge, have like your own business or things like that, But in all, you're still a sucker because you got to maintain your business. You got to make sure your business is doing good, whatever business it is. I'm not going into detail what business, but business in general. You're your own boss, but you still got to have stress because you got to make sure everything succeeds. You don't want to go bankrupt, for example. So it's just, there's really no valid way of truly escaping the system. I mean, there may be some ways, but not everyone can be able to handle that. This person would be like, I'm just going to go off the grid. I'm just going to go live in the woods. Not everyone's going to like that. That person may be fine with it, while another person may not be fine with it, So maybe to some people it's not so bad, while other people it is bad, That's how I look at it as. It's just truly hard. That's what's so sucky about life. We're just truly trapped. That's how I look at it as. We're just truly trapped. We're just in a booby trap. As soon as you're born, it's like you're just born into a booby trap. And it's not like you had any whereabouts about it. It just happened. We just came out of the tunnel. We just came out of the tunnel, and here we are. And now there's really no light at the end of the tunnel. Even though it's light outside, doesn't mean it's actual light. That's the thing that sucks with life. I feel like there's not a lot of options. You either just work or become homeless. That's the majority of that's like the main thing. Because you need friggin' money for everything. Literally for food, for everything. Just to have the meat on your friggin' bones, just to have clothes on your body. It's crazy. Just to not have a horrible smell. Because if you don't have money, how are you going to shower? How are you going to do anything? That's crazy. So that's the thing that sucks with living off the grid. How do you clean yourself? I mean, maybe there's little lakes, but how clean are you really getting, Some people, I guess, just don't mind it, and hey, good for them. I mean, to each their own. I wish everyone to be happy and do what they truly love, but that's the thing. People be like, just live off the grid like if it's so easy, and the truth is, it's not. Maybe for some people it's not so bad, but for other people it is. not everyone's gonna like to do what you like to do, you know. That's the thing people slack to understand. That's the thing people always slack to understand. Like, I wish I could actually give some advice of how we could truly escape the system, but the truth is, I really can't. There's just some ways that maybe could help us, but it's very rare to happen. I mean, we could all go decide to live in the woods. That every single one of us could decide to do, but who's gonna? Not everyone's gonna like that. Winning the lottery may free you, but then you have other worries. If people know about it, they may want to try and kill you or shit because they're jealous. You got all this millions and millions or however much you win. YouTube's another way, or, you know, any type of social media that makes, you know, gives you money. But the thing is, not everyone, it's hard for everyone. Some people may get big on it, some people may not, you know. But if you were to, let's say, grow really well and make good money on it, and yeah, that's a way of escaping the system, because you're doing something you truly love to do and you're in the comfort of your bubble. In other words, your home or wherever you make videos. You're a gamer, you're in the comfort of your room making games, whatever games you're making, or whatever, you know, whatever content in general, you know. All you need is Wi-Fi, internet, well, same thing, Wi-Fi, internet, you know, a computer, a phone, a camera, you know, some kind of electronic device that can get your videos, and there you go, you're gooch. You're set. But it's just, sadly, it's not easy for everyone. Not everyone makes it big, unfortunately. And for whoever's thinking about becoming a YouTuber, I wish everyone here the best. Any type of social media that you're trying to look into that makes money, I wish you all the best. Not sure if that's going to mean anything, like meaning if it's going to happen, but I do wish it to happen for you, you know. But sadly, there's just not a, you know, really good way of saying how to escape the system, because a lot of us are just trapped. We have no choice. We got to work more than one job. Even that still just, even barely making a living. We're like zombies, bloodshot. No, officer, I'm not high, I'm not on drugs, I'm not drunk or anything. I'm just exhausted because of the way the system is. Well, you're gonna have to step out of the car anyway, just to make sure. Oh shit, you were right, you were telling the truth. Yes, officer, yes. Ah, man. It's just so unhealthy the way we live. It's like people think this is healthy for us, you know. Well, it keeps you busy, man. It gets you out of the house. Yeah, it's healthy to be out of the house. It's healthy to get out in the world. Yes, can't say it's not, but it's not healthy to just be a sucker working 8 hours a day, if not more, just to go home and do the same cycle all over again. I just feel like that's a scar. It's just it's a curse. I don't see what's healthy or beneficial about that. You're just wasting away. You're doing something you can't stand, but you have no choice. You got to keep making money. The bills ain't ever going to stop. I don't see that healthy. I just see that stressful and annoying and just unbearable. It's like we're just trying to keep our heads above water. And I've said that so many times. We're just trying to stay above water. And we're losing the battle. Some of us are already drowning. Some of us long drowned already. Some of us are drowning as we speak, like, and some of us are just trying to skin by. That's how I literally look at the society as. And it's just hard. People just, I don't know, it's just, I don't know how people could see that this is healthy, this is good for us, when it's really not. This isn't living. This is just serving, man. I don't know how many more times to say that. If people think this is living, I don't know. There's something really wrong with people. There is something really wrong with people, because this is what they think. They think this is living. This is how life should be. It's the way it's always been, but it doesn't mean this is how we should be living. We deserve so much better than this. Yet we don't strive for a new direction. We just keep living the same stale direction. We don't think of anything else. We don't see another pattern. This is the only pattern we see, because this is the way it's always been. From the moment of birth to death, this is how it's been. And this is the way, sadly, it's always going to be. And it's just going to get even harder, it seems, sadly. Hope to be wrong, but fortunately, you could just see it for yourself. At least I could. I just look at us as we're on a big, giant leash. Well, actually, the leash is shortened. There's so many things we want to do, but why can't we do it? We don't have money for it. We don't have enough money for it. Everything that you want to do costs money. Events, vacation, wherever. Money. So you got to be strapped and know your limits of what you could do and what you can't do. Because there's things you want to do, but you know you can't do because you don't have the funds. So the leash just yanks you back. Now you got to get back on the hamster wheel and try to make some more money to try and do what you want to do. Oh, wait, you may not be able to because that money you just made now has got to go on this bill or on this fee or whatever the hell. So now you just never release from the leash. The leash just gets shorter. You used to have good freeway, now you have nothing. Now you're just strapped. And people say this is healthy. It's healthy to be chained up 24/7. There's so many things we want to do. We want to explore the world. There's so many people that want to do whatever it is they want to do and they can't because work gets in the way of it. Not having enough money gets in the way of it. All that stuff combined gets in the way of it. So now boredom takes place because this is what we want to do, but we can't do because we don't have the money. So we're bored, stressed out, pissed off, you name it. That's healthy for us? I don't see anything healthy about that. That's just irritation for us. At least how I look at it as. It's disgusting. It's disgusting what we all got to face. Some people like nature. Sometimes nature calms people down. Sometimes I agree. Nature is nice to some degree. Sometimes it could be cruel as well. Just like the whole world itself. You know, there's some things that are therapeutic, but sadly those things don't last because reality always takes away of it. It's like, for example, you get drunk or you're having a good time doing something, that's going to eventually come to an end. Reality is going to come back in the picture. You're on vacation, that's not going to last. That's going to eventually expire to the point where, all right, time to get back to work, back to the old grind. Reality's always got to just ruin everything. Reality's always got to just crush everything. There's a train. But yeah, that's why they say, I guess you could say, pleasure is only temporarily, because pleasure doesn't seem to last. The torment seems to last. You get little or pretty much no pleasure in this world. It's very hard. Because the majority of the time, you're just doing shit you don't want to do. You're stressed out about something, whatever it is. Money, bills, well, I guess that all includes money. You name it. People have health problems. Life is just full of problems. Life itself is a big problem. Life itself is a huge problem. And we're just stuck in it. We're just stuck in it. That's how I look at it as. We're just stuck here until the very end. That's why when people die young, I don't know why people say, oh man, he had such a life ahead of him. He's lucky. He or she's lucky. They got that easy ticket. That's how I look at it as. They got that easy ticket out of this. He had such a whole life ahead of him. He lucked out. He got out of this life as fast as possible. Something we wish we can do, to just escape this misery once and effing for all. Not to sound dark, but seriously, where we're in is unfortunately dark. He got to escape. He had a whole life ahead of him. He was going to go to school and study being a nurse, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever the hell. Kidding me? He's got the best wish of all out of this bullshit. You don't got to worry about any of that stupid shit now. Studying, wasting away, doing this, doing that. Now he just does this. In other words, lay down, relax. For eternity. Ah, man. But anyway, people, I'm going to call it a day. Love everyone here, man. Thank you all for the, for the video requests. And thank you all for watching. And we'll be making more soon. If you got any more requests, please leave them down below. And at some point in the future, I will try and make them. Like I say, I don't go in order. I may not make your request right away, maybe a couple of months down. Heck, it could even be a year from now, who knows? But I don't go in order. I just choose randomly, so sometimes I don't see it at all, so don't think I'm ignoring or anything, it's just sometimes I don't see it. Sometimes it gets deleted. That's another thing. YouTube always deletes crap. I end up getting the blame for it, like always. No matter how many times I try to tell people, I always get the blame. That's why I feel like this is something I always got to repeat over and over and over for new people that come across the channel, because I end up getting the blame. I was even called an asshole, like this asshole deleted my comment. No, I'm not the asshole. YouTube is unfortunately the assholes in that perspective. But anyway, that's all I gotta say for now, guys. Signing off. Love you all. Peace out. Take it easy, man.